Keith, what a great way to win a game.
Yeah, if you're going to score the winner, is no better time, is there really? Because it doesn't give the opposition much time to come back. So I think my feelings at the moment is that that's a reward for all the work the players have put in since I've been here. I mean, Northampton was after 2 days. It was not irrelevant, but it wasn't us. Since then, I can't fault the players for what they've tried to do, and I think sometimes you get your rewards. It wasn't the best of games. I mean, the conditions were difficult. It was windy, cold. Welcome to Carlisle. So it was that type of game. But what really pleased me, a lot of things, but Walsall are a big, strong side. They're a big, strong, physical team, and we matched them. And we have to do that in the position we are in. So we didn't pass the ball as well as I'd like us to, but I think that was down to the conditions mainly. But we were solid. They had good chance first couple of minutes where we didn't start the game particularly well. We didn't really get our legs going. But then after that, we were solid. We were comfortable, not comfortable, but we looked solid. They didn't look like they was ever going to really break through us, and that has to be us. I mean, there's no denying we're struggling to score goals, but if we stay in games, hopefully something drops for you, and then you take it, and that's what happened today. Something dropped for us, and I'm so pleased for Tris because the last 2 games he's worked his socks off for the team, not looked like scoring, and then today I just felt, just to give him a little bit of a rest, and I said to him yesterday, it might be a case that you come on and you're fresh when the opposition are tired, and something might drop for you, and so that's what happened. So delight for him because he deserves that goal on the back of all the hard work he's done in the 2 previous games.
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but with about 3 or 4 minutes left to go, I was thinking we're going to be sat down here talking about a familiar theme, having done okay but not scored the goal. Yeah,
I thought before we scored, last 10 minutes, I thought we ran out of legs a little bit, and I thought they looked a bit stronger. So it was a difficult decision, the last sub, and I tried to put Manny on and tried to match them up in midfield by putting Taylor in midfield just to get a little bit closer to them. I'm not saying it worked, but that was the idea, and obviously when Tristan scores, you just defend for your life, and they did that, to be fair.
And Tris, he's had his critics from the fans because he's a striker. They want goals, we haven't been getting goals, so they've grumbled when he came on. That's the way to answer that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can. I've said to Tristan, the one thing he can do is work hard, he's quick, he's powerful. That's the minimum you have to do, and then hopefully chances. What's frustrated him and me is that for all his work he's not actually had that many chances, whereas some of the other Brads had things dropped to him where we've not actually finished. My concern with Tris was he was working so hard but not really getting a chance. So sometimes it's getting that balance of, are you almost running around too much and not actually being in the dangerous areas? So today he was in the right area at the right time, wasn't he? And that's what happens. You get in the right areas, something drops for you, and thankfully he finished it.
Importance of a set piece, it's a good delivery, that header from Rod, wow, and then 3 or 4 players could have got on the end of that. Yeah, we said at half time, you could see the type of game it was going to be, the small details, can we concentrate for 90 minutes, which I thought we were brilliant at. And then you just hope something drops, whether it's a set piece or something in that game was going to fall for one of the teams, and luckily, thankfully for us, it was us that got the goal. How did it feel for you, Keith, to be on the back of your first win at home in the league, and to have that under your belt?
Yeah, I mean, I purposely don't hype games up for the players, so I try to protect them. So I think everyone knew it wasn't a must-win. It's never a must-win until you have 1 game left of the season. But everyone knows we've got 2 cup games coming up. We've had 2 defeats. You get all these questions. You know that's going to come if you don't win today. That's so many games without a win. All these sort of things you have to answer, which is no problem. So at least we can talk about winning today. The manner of the win is always the most important thing. Like I say, I don't look at the league table. It doesn't concern me. It will concern me with a week to go. What concerns me and what I look at is the attitude of the players, the way they're trying to play, and I can't fault that. And you could see the fans; they were with us, cheering, nervous, and I think we have to deal with that. That's the way we are at the moment. We're not the perfect team by any means. And to have an identity of like, okay, we're organised, we're solid, we're creating chances, but we're not scoring that many goals. Well, if it has to be a 1-0 for the next few games, then so be it.
And the songs from the fans ringing out at the end because they know they've got the 3 points coming their way. That's what they want.
Well, I'm surprised they forgot the words, because it's been a while since they've been able to sing that song, haven't it? So. No, I mean, they were great, the fans. They got behind us. It was a good atmosphere, and you've got to enjoy these days, and we will. And the great thing is now we've got 2 big cup games coming up, but we can go into them without the pressure of not getting a result today.
What does it mean to that dressing room? I mean, they have the music's on as we were coming out there. They're, for the first time in a while, they've been able to pat themselves on the back. What does it mean to those boys? Well,
it's funny because someone I've met recently actually gave me a voucher for a restaurant for a meal for 2 for the person that scores the first goal. So it was just something that so I said to the lads, I said, right, whoever scores the first goal, you've got a dinner for 2. It's at the Fantails, which is a lovely restaurant, and a bottle of champagne. So I said to him, right, whoever scores the first goal, you get this voucher for 2. The downside is I'm coming with you. so I've just given the voucher to Tris and said, like, here you go, like, what time are we meeting? So, no, the dressing room, they're obviously happy because they understand the pressure of where we are. And I try to protect them from that, but everybody knows how important today was.
You mentioned the reasoning behind Tris taking a step back, but such a young forward line to start with. That's a pat on the back for them, and what a day for young Sam, his first league start.
Yeah, no, I was sort of hoping he might have got the winner as well, because it was his 18th birthday yesterday, and he's obviously old enough to drink champagne now, isn't he? So it would have been quite nice for him to have that, but it didn't matter who scored the goal. But no, you're right. He competed. He's a young lad when you see him around the place, but when he goes onto the pitch, he looks like a man, and that's what I like about him. He can compete, he battles, he holds his own, and he's a handful, and he's got a bright future if he keeps working hard. So you had him on the pitch. Brad is young, Taylor come on. I mean, we've picked up another injury with Joe, which doesn't look good, so that's not great. So yeah, it's but they're small details. The main thing is we've won the game.
Any early news on Joe and obviously Brennan Dickinson as well, missing today?
Yeah, Brennan's not too bad actually. Hopefully, next couple of days we should see quite an improvement. Joe, when he said he could carry on, I thought it was okay, but he's obviously not. So I don't know the details of that yet.
And is this the springboard? I know it's easy to throw these words around, but is this where we can actually say, right, let's go?
Well, I've been saying that since the first time I've moved in here. So it's not a springboard, no. It eases a bit of pressure. It gives the players more confidence, and we've got 2 cup games now that we're going to try to win, and then we can worry about the league game whenever it is, Saturday week or Tuesday week. So it's a stepping stone. Hopefully, that's what probably is more than anything. That it's a recognition of what we need to do to win football matches.
Last one from me, Keith. You're into the round of 32, the knockout stages on Tuesday night against a very good League One side. What do you do against Lincoln team-wise?
Pick the strongest team as I can to win the match. It's like you say, it'll be a tough game, but it's an important game for the club and for everyone. So obviously I'll have to look at. It's a really busy schedule at the moment with all the games we've got. We've got a few injuries, which is a concern, but yeah, John Mellish is back. He can play in that game, so that gives us another player to is available to be involved. So, but I'm just going to enjoy today's result tonight and in my that Tuesday tomorrow.